Good afternoon, Pisces, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. What I'd like to do for you is to going to give you your yearly fertility reading to just see exactly what your chances are. And this reading is inclusive of both female and men, okay? Just to see exactly what your chances are this year in terms of fertility and or adoption here, okay? So I want to first, I'm going to be using my Lenormand's card here in addition to using my regular deck here just to see, what I'm kind of seeing as your chances. And if the reading resonates with you guys as we go through it, go on and give it a big thumbs up, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get started first by just pointing out a few observations and things that I'm kind of seeing in this reading, and they may not all relate to your fertility issue, but you best assured or rest assured that what I will share with you will be something that you're going to be dealing with, of course, when you're kind of preparing yourself um, to be to conceive. Okay, I'm seeing a bit of a separation, or I'm seeing that a change is in fact needed for many of you. I'm also seeing a very unsettled, a very unsure woman, very indecisive, and ladies, it could potentially be you. Or gentlemen, it could be a woman that you're involved with or with whom you're involved, okay? I'm also seeing a very mature, elderly type woman, spiritual. And it seems that some of you may even already have a child. Some of you may only have one child that I'm getting, okay? I'm also seeing a very cute, loving child that seems to be coming or springing forward to you. I'm seeing that most of you seem to be dealing with a very attractive lover. And I'm seeing a sense of renewal of feelings here, okay? I'm also seeing this is more so future oriented. I'm seeing some form of an emotional type breakup, you know? And I'm also seeing something very unsettled coming up, for you guys, an argument or something that you perhaps didn't see coming. I'm seeing something that's violent. For some of you, it could potentially be a rape or a fight, but I'm seeing some type of revenge or retaliation, okay? Even in fact an argument or an unpleasant type visit. So this is something that's to keep in mind, not to alarm you, but I don't really, see how it's gonna. I can tell you at this point how it's gonna manifest in your life. So certainly let me know, how these things relate to you. Now, regarding this child that I'm seeing that you're going to be conceiving here, I'm seeing a very possibility that some of you might even conceive twins, you know? I'm also seeing that this child is going to be very spontaneous here. Okay. I'm also feeling that the child is going to be a bit unruly. And as I said, some of you may even already have a child, and I feel that perhaps that child will be a bit jealous. I'm getting. Okay. This child is going to be very, very aggressive. I'm also picking up that it seems like it's a lot of deception and hypocrisy that I'm seeing that surrounds you guys, okay? And it looks like there's a lot of serious matters or in fact changes that seems to be coming about. So I'm going to go on and get started and first, kind of address the first question that I kind of have on plate here is that just identify whether one of you is in fact infertile because sometimes that could be in fact the reason why you haven't conceived because one of you might be infertile. So of course this reading involves both, you know, women and men this time. So the cards that we're going to look at to kind of examine that, we're going to examine here. Okay, we're going to examine here the man as well as the moon there that falls there at the bottom of the deck there. So when you have ladies and gentlemen, that man energy there, that shows a male partner here. Men, it could represent you, or women, of course, it could represent a man that you're kind of dealing with. It also could represent a male, doctor here. So basically, what this shows is male energy that's going to be, in fact, connecting with the womb. That's your bottom energy that seems to be coming up here. And what sits besides that here, that card is all about ministration, growth, a growth of confidence. So it shows that many of you can expect an optimistic outcome, ladies and gentlemen. It shows you females have been a very strong maternal figure. And once again, it connects with female organs, the womb, you know, and hormonal type emotional type fluctuations that you so often see here. And it seems too that because you have this moon energy here, that reflects a very, very short time frame. So I can expect that you guys are going to find that you're going to be pregnant very quickly here as a very short time frame here. Okay, and it's a resounding yes that if you're wondering whether you're going to conceive this year, the answer is yes. And for you men out there who are, kind of wanting to start a family, or whether you're not, it is a strong possibility that you may, kind of impregnate someone here that I'm getting. Okay, and it shows that the person that you're getting with seems to be again very seductive, attractive, and perhaps for some of you very well known here. So what I'm getting here in terms of just looking at you know those bottom card energies, that you can expect positive results. So let's look at your main reading here in terms of we have the rider here, we have the you have very good fortunate cards here. The you have the stork there, and you have the cross that kind of sits there. So with the first card here, that represents news of a coming event. Okay, and it brings about, ladies and gentlemen, good news. It's all about feedback, and for many of you, even obtaining the answer that you're kind of seeking here. Okay, and then next here you have that stork card there, and so that's all about you know fertility, and all about your ovulate. You're gonna be ovulating, a lot, ladies, there during this period, and shows a pregnancy, a birth, an adoption. And when you have that stork card there, it shows that it's quite possible that spring is going to be when you really going to find out that you've conceived, and we're already in spring. So it could be within 17 days, ladies and gentlemen, or it could be a 17th of a month, the 17th day of a month for some of you. And it shows an addition that's going to be added to the family for many of you, okay? And it shows that you should look up and expect positive type results here. But we do have the cross there that ends there, and usually the cross sometimes brings about a few issues here. So it shows that it's quite possible that you may suffer a bit during this pregnancy. You may suffer a misfortune or some sense, or go through some type of trials or tribulations, or have to have various tests. And it even shows that perhaps you might experience a lot of aching and hurting around your lower back area. So it's kind of cautioning you, ladies in particular, because you're going to be the one that's going to be carrying the child, to kind of be cautious and ask for help, really when help is in fact needed. Because when you're combining all these cards here, it shows, that changes are in fact ahead, and even for some of you, it could even possibly be a move with this stork card here, you know. But it shows a sense of a lot of worries and, serious concern and some type of reluctancy, to progress. But I certainly see some type of a birth announcement that seems to be coming towards you guys. So let's get into more detailed reading to see what else that, information that I can kind of glean for you throughout reviewing these regular cards here. Okay, we do have a few cards here that are kind of like um, all of the queens here and the jack. So as I said here, there seems to be some deception and hypocrisies going on here, and I'm seeing that there are changes that in fact need to be made. So let's look at the cards that fell to the bottom of the deck here. Okay, we have the nine of spades. Okay, and we have the six of spades. So with the nine of spades here, that shows that many of you certainly, you're going to have a stable pregnancy, okay, and you're going to even carry the child. I'm kind of getting many of you to full term here. And then when you connect that card with the six of spades there, that identify an official place here. So that shows the hospital, you know, and it shows that you're going to receive an announcement that you are in fact officially, pregnant here, ladies and gentlemen. And then when you see that Ace of Clubs card there, that shows you kind of bonding with the child here. But I feel that because perhaps you're going to be, going through or experience all these aches and pains. And again, there's a possibility of you having multiple embryos here. You may be put on bed rest, or the doctor may, kind of ask you, or kind of make you commit to a healthier, lifestyle here. Okay, and when you have this Queen of Club that sits there, that shows that some of you may have experienced a bit of a problems with, kind of conceiving here, maybe pursuing in vitro fertilization here, and it shows that, you know, that's something that you may have been doing or may have attempted to do, in the past here, but it shows that maybe some of you may have had problems with your tubes here. So just to combine the energies here, it shows here that just looking at the cards here that reflects your past here, it shows that you're gonna receive a pregnancy announcement here, and it seems that you're going to be following a course of treatment that I'm kind of getting here, and as to what type of medication that many of you probably would have to take here, and it seems that you're going to have to make a decision. I'm getting here, and it looks to me that some of you might even consider having a midwife or a doula to kind of deliver your child here. It shows that a woman, it looks like an older woman, may assist you in kind of, with your fertility type issues, like a woman physician here. And some of you, again, I'm kind of getting a very strong sense here with this King of Spades here, that you may even be, you know, older. Some of you may be conceiving at an older age that I'm kind of getting. Okay? So we can certainly go back here and see that there has certainly been a problem here with the presence of that Queen of Club there. And it shows that, with having, you know, the in vitro type cards here, it shows that even though that you've had some problems in the past here, some type of mechanical intervention will have to be kind of given in order to help you in your situations, ladies, particularly you ladies. But I do see that it's going to be successful, but it looks like you're going to find out, quite soon here. I'm kind of getting. Okay? So let's go on and just move right along here to your future cards, which are the line here that's shown there. We certainly see here that, with this uh, Queen of Spades here, that certainly is a very good card because it shows your desire of how much you really want this child. And then what connects here, we have that Jack of Hearts. And it shows your passion, ladies and gentlemen, for this child. And then, as I was kind of indicating to you that there may be a need for some type of mechanical intervention here, this Jack of Diamond here certainly is a good sign there. Okay? So I'm kind of getting that it kind of shows that some type of surgical procedure will have to be done. But I'm also getting a sense that for some of you, you may consider getting an abortion, you know, in your situation. And I feel that it's going to be a very emotional discussion for many of you guys. Whether in terms of the procedure that you may have to take, or whether some of you may consider having an abortion here, because I'm seeing a lot of pains and ailments there with that, having that Jack of Clubs there. But I do see, at the end here, because we end here, right, with that Wish card. So it seems that despite whatever challenges that you are going through, I see that a new addition is certainly going to be added to your family, and it looks like it's going to be a very short labor here and a happy outcome, because I really don't see you enduring, a difficult birth, but it's quite plausible, ladies in particular, and gentlemen too, that this might be a C-section type birth, but some type of surgical procedure is going to need to be conducted here. Okay, so I'm going to go on and just give you a bit more part and advice into your situation with just using a few other cards that I found to be very useful in your situation here. We have the Embolica or Embolic card there, and that card is all about awakening here. Okay, so this card is kind of letting you know that newer desires are kind of being, or kind of presenting themselves to you. And this card is letting you know that this certainly is, in fact, a time of, growth, and it wants you to kind of really, you know, kind of develop a healthier lifestyle as it relates to your diet here, you know, and to understand that, it's best for you to try to live an authentic type life and try to listen to whatever guidance that your intuition is kind of providing to you, you know? And don't stop doing what you're doing because you seem to be right on the right path in terms of what you're doing here, and just take your time until you get to where you need. And again, just to reiterate the fact that if you need help, there are helpful people around you who can. Don't be afraid to ask for help when needed. Okay? And throughout this pregnancy process, try to remain as positive as you can here. Try not to let your worries kind of get in the way of things here, you know? And to, really set your attentions on what's really important. What's really important and what's not, you know? And try to feel the joy in everything that you do, ladies and gentlemen. And even lead by example. Because at the end, patience, you come to understand that patience certainly is a virtue, because I know that this has been a challenge for you guys. And, just again, just be thankful that this is going to happen for you. So, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading offers food for thought for you. Certainly leave me your comments and let me know how this reading, has helped you. And if you need a more personal reading, you can certainly contact me at WAT61073 at gmail.com. Okay, do enjoy your day. And I will be posting your next reading shortly. Thank you.